Hello there, everybody. In this video, we're going to go dig up some Orangeburg pipe and replace it with PVC. Now remember to call before you dig. That is to say, call the utility company before you dig. You don't want to be the stupid person that blows out everybody's sewer line while you're working on it. Even if it's just on your house side, you still need to call before you dig. There's a lot of regulations in place because the actions that you do are going to affect other people or can affect other people. There are also fines in place that if you don't call before you dig, you can get even as much as a $5,000 fine in some places, because people have gotten killed hitting the natural gas line and then causing an explosion. And so it could kill you and it could knock everybody else's natural gas out for a while. It's just smart to call before you dig. Now out in Wyoming, I have figured out there's a whole lot of rocks. I have dug in sandy soil and in clay soil and rock soil. Now these rocks are pretty hard, but the nice thing about it is once you get the rocks displaced, you can move along quicker than say like sand where you're just chiseling through it with a crowbar. But I found the best thing to do is just be patient, use a shovel, use a crowbar, use your hand, use a big 15-pound bar, and you just get through it. Wherever the utilities are marked, be very careful and then work slowly. But then if there's one little rock in the way of a big rock, don't worry about the big rock until you get the little rock out. Everything will work together. It's just fine. You just have to take your time. You can see here the orange gas line. One of the tricks I figured out was I got a landscaping shovel or a gardening shovel. Because the shovel is half the size, it can be more sensitive. You don't go as deep, and so you can use a lot of power and get the rocks around those pipes. And then instead of getting impatient and then popping some line, works better for you. So you might find it handy just to get a little half-size shovel. Remember, you're going to be taking out a lot of material, so don't be afraid to get those rocks and the clay and the sand and pile it out away from where you are. You can just simply use a rake to pull everything back in, but it's a good idea just to toss that a little ways away from you and don't worry about it. Because if you don't, you think you're going to conserve space and time and make it easy on yourself, you start piling that dirt up right beside you and it's going to fall right back down into the hole, and then you double your work. Now this line is right by the house, right under the wall, and I just broke through the dirt into the crawl space under the house. Now notice the cracks in this Orangeburg pipe. This is how it falls apart. After you've gotten your trench dug and you've pulled out the old bad pipe, it's a cinch. All you need is a couple hubless connectors. They'll be at the start and the end of where you're trying to repair. Getting everything else together is as simple as PVC. And if you've done any PVC work, you know how simple it really is. Polyvinyl chloride if you're a chemist. To work PVC, you just need a softener and then a glue, and you pop everything together just like Legos. Create a two-way clean out, and this will help you in the future or the next person that's going to get the house in the future. Here is the hubless connector on the roadside. And here is the hubless connector on the house side. Now Orangeburg pipe lasts about 70 years. And it was put in the 40s and 50s due to World War II. The United States government decided it was better to take all the iron and use it to make tanks for the war effort. Well, in that case, they rolled up tar paper. It's about the same stuff that you use to put on your roof before you put shingles on the house. So they rolled that up and they thought that'd be a really good idea for using as a sewer line. Well, it does work for about 70 years and then it decomposes, as it has been doing for this house. Well, let me know what you think about Orangeburg pipe. Put that in the comment section below. And as always, in 2 days, tomorrow will be yesterday. Or as King Solomon said, don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today. Have a great week and I'll see you next time.